Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog. As you can see, it is Monday, not morning anymore, afternoon essentially. We got back a little bit later this morning than anticipated. I actually did all of the assessment stuff over there at Ryan's place and pretty much emailed it from there. So I wanted to make sure that I'm doing it before I get here and get distracted and busy, because a couple of things happened over the weekend. A couple of things I organized over the last probably week or so that actually kind of happened, and we got some information. Well, I got some information this weekend that I wanted to share with you today, and I didn't want to get here and then have to do all of that and then get distracted with what we need to do or with doing that. So first things first, we now, as you can see, we have $108,000. We are a little bit lower than normal, or than what we were, because we bought some sheep. So I ordered 15 sheep. They delivered them. Luckily, and I don't have a gate, and I literally just explained to them where to drop them, and they did that. One problem though, they don't have food or water. So, need to sort that today. That is one of the main things. Only 15 sheep, and they're still pretty young. It cost $200 per sheep, which, to be honest, was cheaper than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be pretty expensive. If we bought full-grown sheep, they would have been more expensive, but we went with just, you know, these pretty young sheep, so a little bit cheaper. So the other thing that, so one of the things that needs to be done today, pretty much right now, is we need to get food for the sheep. So we're going to go grab the tractor and the trailer, drive up to Clever Motors, and they're going to get us some sheep. Well, we're going to buy some feed, and then we'll bring it around here. And then secondly, the sawmill has finally gone up for sale. So there's unfortunately no equipment. They essentially, what it seems like they did, which is why it took so long, they got rid of the equipment first to try and save the business and try and save everything that could be saved. And unfortunately, still, it's not able for Mr. Miller. Still wasn't able to be saved, so they are selling the business. It's kind of weird, because if you think about it, like, how are you going to run a business if you don't have the equipment for it? But I guess they were maybe thinking using the property for something else, or I don't know, maybe leveraging it in some way. Anyway, didn't work, and they are now selling it for $100,000, which is a lot of money, but I do kind of think it might be a good idea to get into. It might be a good option, and it gives, I don't know. Again, I tend to do this. I tend to stretch myself too thin here. So I'm not going to do anything right now. But I do want to go have another look around there and just show you guys. And then I think we can kind of make a decision together, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know enough about lodging or logging. I don't even know how to say it properly to make that decision, you know? So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go get the sheep fed first. That's the main priority. Once they're fed, we'll drive over to the sawmill, and then we'll have a look around and, you know, go from there, I guess. At this point, that's pretty much the only option, really. So, you know, I'm not going to buy it just yet. I don't want to just go, oh yeah, cool, I can afford that, and then buy it, and then, you know, shoot myself in the foot to try and get, you know, the business running up, or the business up and running and all that stuff. So not a good idea. Anyway, right. So we're going to jump into the tractor. Oh, well, I am jumping into the tractor. And then quickly try and maneuver this. And then we're going to go drive up to Clever Motors. And I'll run in and ask them to move the feed around. I need to remember to close this gate now. Because I tend to forget. I tend to forget closing the gate. Now, I'm sure you guys have probably picked up on that. I am pretty bad for that. I leave the door open at home as well. So, yeah, it's not ideal. Right. So always make sure I lock it. I want to make sure I do that because we've had some troubles. If you are new here and you haven't seen yet, if you're just following on the story from this vlog and you haven't checked out the previous vlogs yet, we had a little bit of a run-in with some troublemakers. Nothing was actually stolen. It looked like they tried to, but nothing actually went missing. And nothing actually got damaged, which is pretty lucky, I guess. But we obviously don't want to necessarily take the risk. And, you know, very often, according to the officer that we spoke to, the police came and did fingerprints and all that stuff. And according to the officer, very often what they do is they break into these places and kind of feel them out, you know, and kind of see what they can do and test the system out, etc. And then if nothing happens, if, you know, if the farmer or the businessman don't actually change anything, then they actually go in and steal and break. And, you know, they're troublemakers. Apparently they've done quite a lot of damage around the town, but haven't actually stole anything. So, yeah. I mean, but still, whether it's broken or stolen, it's still damage, right? It's still money lost. So, and since we've got implements there, we've got a tractor there that we're trying to sell for Ryan, we don't really want to take the risk of you know, losing any money. So, yeah, that's why I lock it. It is a little bit annoying because we can't have people just walk in and look at the implements if they want to buy them. They first have to call me and all that stuff. But luckily, that's pretty much how it normally works anyway, because it's all advertised on Facebook. Some of them are advertised on eBay, and that's where they actually get contact with me. So it does kind of help the fact that I don't necessarily need to keep it open and don't necessarily need to be there for the business to still continue running. But yeah, anyway, you know, it's just the way it is. Right, so I'm actually going to just park here for now and run in to David quickly, get the seed, not the seed, the feed, and then we're going to put that on the trailer and go feed the sheep. Right, I'm going to quickly speak to David. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, guys. So, $1,810. Just 2 bales. Obviously, in the future, we will be able to feed the sheep with our own grass, but not right now because we don't have grass yet. So, there is that. We're just gonna quickly try and load this up. Should be pretty. Oh, not that one. Should be pretty easy to do. If I can maneuver this thing correctly. You know how bad I am with this. But it's just 2 bales, right? It should be fairly easy. Bales, historically, are not that bad. It's the pallets and wood and stuff that is usually the problem for me. It takes me forever to do that. But bales are easy, because got a little bit more room for, you know, adjustment, I guess, is what we can call it. I mean, there it is. Pretty easy. Like I said, it's a little bit on the edge, but that should be okay. I'm just going to put the straps on and all that stuff, and then we'll be good. It's just a short trip. We're going to drive slow anyway, so that should be okay. Alrighty, let's do this. Alright, let's head off and get those sheep, the poor sheep, fed. Was a bit close to that sign, but all is okay. And, right, so, yeah, my brain's a little bit mush, to be honest. I spent the entire weekend pretty much chilling out with the girlfriend. We went for a couple of walks, went for a couple of dinners out, or a couple of meals out, rather, and just chilled out the whole weekend. It was so nice to not really have to do much work. Obviously, I had the assessment to give to Ryan, which, to be honest, as I walked around the farm and all that stuff throughout the weekend, I just kind of in the back of my head just made some notes, and then this morning just wrote it all up to him and emailed it to him. So we'll see what happens there. I told him I cannot move from here. I'm very happy with our farm. I'm very happy with the girlfriend. And to be honest, I don't want to throw that away for another job, if you know what I mean. We're pretty lucky having what we have here. Both, obviously, us on the farm here and me and the girlfriend are very happy. And, you know, there's still only a short relationship so far. But, you know, I do like her a lot. And I do feel like there is a future for us together. So I don't want to throw that away just for a job, you know? So, no. Told Ryan, no thank you. That's not going to happen. So, yeah. Anyway, that should be good. I will check in a sec. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Happy days. That can now stay there. It's not necessarily ideal, but the sheep will eat out of that, and the bale, I'll just constantly just kind of rake the bale into the trough. Oh, wait. I actually want to hook the trailer up. And, yeah, they are now fed. Still need to do the water, which I'll do now. I do believe there are still some water in the water tanker. I might have to check it. I should probably actually empty it, to be honest, every now and then, because it's probably not the most healthy way to do it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? What I just realized? Let me show you guys. There should be 4 pallets here. I don't remember moving pallets. There was Friday when I left here, there was 4 pallets. So I'll ask Nick, but it seems like we got robbed. Like, oh man, wasn't I literally just talking about it? Didn't I just literally when we went to get the trailer talk about that? Oh man, alright. There's not much I can do about it now. I'll ask Nick. I don't think he would have done anything with it. I don't remember doing anything with it. Alright, there is still some water in there. It's just over half by the looks of it, so that should be good. This is so annoying. I mean, to be honest, there's not even any point calling in the police. I don't see any footprints. Nothing. And all they would have had to do, I mean, they could have actually just gone from here. They wouldn't even have had to come into the farm. They would have just chucked it over here. There's no lights, but actually there are lights. But I mean, it's in the there's so much cover from view here. I'll call the police, but to be honest, I don't think there's much they can do or say about that because all the pallets are gone. So anything that they could have potentially gotten fingerprints off of is gone. Oh man, that's annoying. Sorry guys, I don't want to be a downer on this vlog, but oh, wow. Come on. Go away for 1 weekend. What is this? Oh, we never had this at Goldcrest Valley. There was never crime like this. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like this place. It's a very nice town, but that is just not cool. That's just unnecessary. You know? Oh wow. Anyway, the water's filled. I might as well just put the rest in the greenhouse water thing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit annoyed now. Is that door open? No. And obviously this is now playing on my mind. Should I have gone away? Should I have you know, taken up Ryan on his offer for the weekend, the free weekend, and also should I have cared enough to go away for the weekend? But then at the same time, like, we shouldn't really live life that way, right? We should enjoy life, and I get that. But if I didn't go away, oh man, come on, now my brain doesn't want to work. If I didn't go away, I wouldn't have lost that. And now I can't drive. Right, I will go and grab the truck. Then we'll quickly head up to the sawmill. Have a quick walk around there, and then I'll come home and I'll call the police and... Actually, I'll call Nick first. I'll call Nick first, make sure he didn't maybe, you know, move it for us, for our sake. I'll have a look in the barn at the dealership. But actually, did I move that? I might have actually moved... Wait a minute, Did I sell it? I can't remember. I know I sold fairly recently, but I feel like there were 4 pallets on Friday. Seem to remember there were 4 pallets on Friday. No, I think I sold it. Yeah, I must have sold it. Because if I... Oh, I don't know. Can you guys remember? If I didn't sell it, what did I use the trailer for? Wood. I used the trailer for the wood. Yeah, I used the trailer for the wood. So, no, that doesn't answer that question. Right, let's have a look in here. I don't think it's in here. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I think it's been stolen. I'm fairly confident it's been stolen. Which is really annoying. Oh well, it is okay. It's not much I can do about it now. I'm gonna try and forget about it for now. While I've got you guys here, I don't wanna annoy you guys and obviously make this more frustrating than you guys want. So let's drive to the sawmill, and yeah, I'm gonna quickly drive to the sawmill. I might just give Nick a quick call on the way there, but yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm there. Ooh, that's a bit narrow. Maybe I'll just park here on the side. All right, here we are. Anyway, guys, we are now at the sawmill, and you can hear there's still stuff going on. There are still stuff working. I'm going to quickly chat to Mr. Miller if he's here, and then have a look around, and I'll tell you guys what's going for what. All right. So let me go speak to him quickly. I'll go into the actual receptionist. Right, I'll speak to you guys in a sec. Alright guys, so apparently there are still actual implements, which is why they ended up having to sell it. The implements on here, they are actually at another town, which is apparently a fairly sawmill profitable town. The attempt was to sell them there, but they didn't sell, and that is ultimately why they end up having to sell it all. So with the deal, the 100,000, we actually will get, if we do buy this, we will actually get a couple of pieces of equipment. He said he's gonna make sure to check what actually is there, and then he'll send it to me via email. So hopefully we'll get an email with some information on that soon. So this is all his. This is everything. Pretty much up here, as far as you can see, is all his, Mr. Miller's, currently. Anyway, it's not really the best terrain to plant trees on, to be honest. Ideally, maybe what you would do is you would take the top off here, fill that there. It's obviously you'd need to spend quite a lot of money to actually make it work. You can plant trees here, but the machinery just apparently don't really work here. And to be honest, I don't think, like, this is okay, but it's not really well thought out, the planning. But anyway, the planting of the trees. But yeah, this is all his currently, and could be ours potentially. It's quite a large area, quite a lot of space to plant trees. I do also think, since we're right next to a oil field, which is just over there, that could also potentially have an effect, I guess. I don't know. I don't necessarily know much about it, to be honest. I don't know anything about logging or lodging. What is it? Let me know down in the comments. I think I've asked this question already, but I think it's logging. It makes sense to be logging because it's a log. You know what I mean? But yeah, all of this is all his, which is massive piece of land. And then obviously the buildings and all that, and he will send me the list of equipment or implements that are still attached to the business. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? I think 100,000 is a lot of money, and like, it's a bit dodgy because I don't know anything about logging. I don't know. It would be cool to do something slightly different, but I still also want to focus on the farm. I do want the farm to grow. You know, I feel like this is a good business opportunity, but we've also already got so much going on, and I feel like just focusing on the farm will be the better option. That's my opinion. I am purely coming here just to kind of do a little bit of a look around and just kind of think for myself, you know. I'll bring the girlfriend around and maybe ask her opinion, but I'd also like your guys' opinion. Maybe one of you or a couple of you guys know anything about logging. If you do, please do tell me if it's worth it. To be honest, the times we've sold wood, apart from on Goldcrest Valley, it's not been great. And yeah, I don't think there's much use for this at, you know, at this town. It's a small town. Like, unless we turn it into something else, so use the sawmill to feed something else, like maybe a you know, I don't know, a carpentry shop or something that makes furniture or something, I don't really see the value. You know what I mean? Like, just selling the wood is clearly not working. Anyway, that's my opinion. I told you I will show you guys, and I want to try and take you guys along on the journey as much as I can, and include you guys in the decision making as much as I feel like is doable, at least. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on that, to be honest. I feel like I'm kind of torn, really. A part of me is like, ooh, cool, another business opportunity. I'd like that. Ooh, that would stop me from being bored. And not that I'm bored now, but I do get bored fairly easily. And I always try and think about all of these things I could potentially be doing. But then at the same time, a larger part, I think, of myself is saying, we're spread so thin already. We're not really always doing the work that we should be doing on the farm. We're not maintaining our equipment, you know, all of that stuff. And that's just going to get worse if I end up buying the sawmill. And then at the same time also, the dealership will probably go down for a little bit, because we've currently only got Ryan's tractor we're trying to sell. We've got the cultivator and a plow, you know, and no, yeah, that's it. That's it. Literally it. So we don't have the implements to sell on the dealership. And if we don't have the implements to sell on the dealership's not making money. So yeah, obviously I haven't been able to go look for more. I've found loads that I need to actually just make appointments for and go have a look. But currently, well, we were away for the weekend, so I couldn't really do that. So I'll spend some time this week, and I'll definitely go have a look, and I'll try and take you guys along with me as much as I can. I might try and set it all on like one day so I can vlog it all. You know, if there's only like one thing happening a day, it kind of makes the vlog a little bit boring. So I end up not vlogging that, which is why sometimes some things happen and I don't actually record it, because it's just that one thing that happened that day, and the rest is just mundane tasks, you know, that, you know, keep me busy. So, like admin tasks, really. So, yeah. Anyway, that is going to be the end of this vlog. I am going to call the police now. And I didn't end up calling Nick, so I'll call him first. Just because I was driving, and to be honest, I try not to call when I'm driving. So I'm gonna call Nick now, and then call the police if he doesn't give me any good answers. And I will give you guys an update on the next vlog. I don't know how long I'll be on the phone with the police. Very often they ask you all the questions, and they come over, and it is unfortunately probably going to be a late night. But that is okay. If something drastically happens, I'll continue the vlog, and obviously this won't be the end, but I do think this will be the end. If you see this part, if you hear my voice now, it is the end. So I didn't cut it out because something else happened. Anyway, that's it for this one. Have a good one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next vlog. See ya.